everyone, welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. My name's Taylor and we're going to be going over one of our used inventory items. This is a Class A 2015 Forest River Berkshire and it's a 400QL. I do want to quickly go over the list price. It's going to be priced right now at $147,000 and it only has 36,000 miles on it, so that's very great. It's not even broken yet for a 2015. Now let's get to it. Alrighty, we'll start with the dual gas fill. You could do it on the passenger side or the driver's side, which is great because then you don't have to get in a bind when you're trying to fill up. It does have a 100-gallon gas tank, diesel of course. We do have aluminum tires. And then we'll get into the construction a little bit. We do have the fiberglass sidewalls and then an aluminum rooftop. And then here is that outside entertainment system. LG TV with some surround sound. It's at a perfect level for you just to sit down and relax with some lawn chairs, watch a football game, crack open some cold ones. Alrighty, our first bay has some beautiful shelves here, which is great, so you don't have to throw everything in or kind of pile it. It looks a little more appeasing to the eye. You could just layer everything organized in there. And then our second bay has a shelf in here that rolls out for you. And it doesn't come out too far, but just enough so you can reach everything in there, and you can access it on both sides as well. There we go. On to the next one. We do have a little bit more storage here. Perfect. And then this is a full body paint on this coach, which is beautiful. It makes it shine even longer than the other ones that don't have full body paint. Right here is your def fill. Then this coach also just has one axle on it with hydraulic brakes on the front and back. Here is your equalizer system. This is what functions your leveling jacks. And then just one more little storage bay before we get out here on the back. And then you do have a ladder so you can access your roof. And then we do have the backup camera up top, which is great. It's something I would definitely need if I was driving this thing. Backing it up makes me feel a lot more comfortable. And then we'll touch base a little bit on the chassis. So it is a Freightliner diesel pusher Cummins with an Allison transmission. Has 360 horsepower with 800 pounds of torque, and then 10,000 pound towing capacity. And then it also does have a turbocharge, which makes hauling things a lot easier. This bay is where your chassis batteries are, and you also have a lovely chassis battery disconnect right here, which is perfect for storing your coach. If you're gonna keep it there for a few months, you don't have to worry about coming back to a dead coach. And the next one right here, this is gonna be our 3,300 watt inverter. And then we also have our 50 amp shore power cord, which also has a hole right here, so you can just snake it through right there so you can keep this bay locked, which is great. Now on to the chassis batteries. And you also have a beautiful chassis battery disconnect. It's just going to be located right here. Alrighty, this is our wet bay. As you can see, we have all the valves. They're nicely labeled from our previous customer. You have your outside shower, and then your dump tank right here. For the fresh water, you're gonna have 86 gallons. The gray water, you're gonna have 60 and 44 for the black tank. All right. Here is that 50 amp shore power cord right here, and then also some storage with your hose. And then here's that other side, how I was telling you about. You can access it on either side. And it pulls out as well. Perfect. Oh, whoops. Gotta shut this one first and then this one. All right, and our last is right here is going to be our propane tank. It holds 104 pounds of propane, which is plenty of propane for any trip. Alrighty, and then here is that second gas fill I was telling you about. Now we'll come onto the front before we go. You do have turning signal cameras on each side, which is really nice, so you'll be able to see those blind spots on your I'll show you the little control panel up front. And then right here is where your you have 8,000 watt generator in the front. What's nice about having your generator in the front is when you're sleeping in the back and you want to run your generator overnight, you don't have to hear it. So that's beautiful. And then also when you're driving down the road, you don't have to hear that chassis running. Gives you a more leisurely drive. Here is that other camera right there for your turning signal. And then we'll go inside and I'll kind of show you what it looks like with the slides in and how much room you guys have. Go in. Here is our battery disconnect right here, so it turns on all our power, and then you also have some gauges for lights and then your awning switches right here. All right, let's head on in. So first glance at the cockpit here, you do have leather seats, which are beautiful. They swivel and recline. Whoops, there we go. They're electric though, so you don't have to do it yourself, which is nice. I can very easily walk through. There's so much space. You can get to your fridge right here too. Open it to grab some drinks as you're going down the road, or even get in your freezer, which is nice. Or even just having the fridge so close to the door when you're loading everything up, you're loading up your freezer or grocery shopping after, it's kind of nice having it a little bit closer. You can access any cabinets, anything under the sink. Your couch is pretty accessible too. And then you can also get to your bathroom, which is great. This is a walk-through bathroom, which leads you straight directly to your master bedroom as well. So you can actually get to the bed with all of your slides in. All right. This is your control panel over here, which will open all your slides. So we have the kitchen, dinette, bed, and wardrobe. And you also have your water pump here, and then also your tank levels. And then this is for your charger right here, your inverter. We'll go ahead and start. We'll open with the bedroom. And now the wardrobe. Alrighty, we're good. And then now we'll do the kitchen, which these slides are very fast. They definitely have a kick in them. And now we'll do the dinette. get those lights on. So the lights, you can actually dim them too, which is pretty nice if you don't want it to be so bright. So that's as bright as it can go, and then you slowly can lower it. I don't know if some people are kind of sensitive to light, especially if you're reading or anything like that. I don't know, my eyes just start hurting when it's too bright in places. So I like living more in a dim atmosphere, especially if you have all of the shades closed and you just want it a little bit of light, but it's not daytime outside when it's dark outside. So that's really nice. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and start over here. So we have our little table area, which is nice with 3 chairs. So you can kind of put somebody else right here at the end to have a little bit more eating space. And then I'll show you this cupboard over here as well. So it only has a little bit of storage, but it's still kind of nice that you have a little bit. And then you also have some underneath the table. Whoops. And this one's going to be identical to this side. You have another light up here. I'll move this over so you guys can kind of see the shades. So that's your daytime shade, and then you also do have a nighttime shade. It's manually operated, which nothing is wrong with that because then you have less things to go wrong with them. And then I'll just show you the cabinets up here. They're very deep. I'm not sure if you can really see in there, but I could probably fit my whole arm in there, which is kind of nice. For a 40-footer, this coach has like a tremendous amount of storage, which is nice. Because if you like to overpack like me, because you never know what you're going to need, this is definitely the coach for you. Now we'll just swing over here. We kind of looked at the fridge already, which is kind of unusual as the ice maker. They don't normally come with an ice maker, so that's kind of nice. I don't know if you like fresh ice or you like take ice on the go. I prefer to just have it right here, which is very accessible. Your microwave is a convection, so that's perfect. So you don't really need to have an oven, but I mean, you can take an air fryer on the go. Those are you can definitely store an air fryer in here with all the space that you have. With this storage compartment, it's kind of nice too because you could take it out and level it to however you want. So if you kind of want to make the bottom a spice rack, it's kind of nice because you're not wasting all that additional space if you just put a bunch of spices right there. All 3 of these drawers are the same, so they won't fool you. Sometimes it starts small and gets bigger, but these 3 are all the same, which is really nice, and they're pretty deep and long. There we go. We do have 12-volt socket right here too, and you have a 3 stovetop burner, which 2 is kind of the norm now, so to have that 3rd one, it's kind of nice, especially if you're cooking for bigger families or if you're having extra guests over. It's nice to have that additional burner. And it is a propane too instead of electric, so you have that huge propane tank. It's kind of nice. You don't have to worry about saving the rest of your electric if you're not plugging in or if you're boondocking. It kind of gives you a little bit more freedom there. Whoops. We'll put this back. Oops. Forgot dots go together. Let's see if I did this right. Yep. Nope. Almost. I told myself the little holes go together, but still didn't get it right. And it's nice and flush with the granite, which is nice. All right, moving on to more counter, full storage, and then counter space as well. This shelf is the same. You can kind of level it how you'd like. And then speaking of counter space, I totally spaced out and forgot to show you guys this, which I love. While you're cooking, I don't know, this can be like your chopping or your prepping area while you're throwing it into the pan. I love chopping up fresh veggies, so this would be perfect for that. And then we have more counter space and cupboard space here. The sink is nice and covered, but it is a huge sink. It does have a divider, so that's kind of nice if you want to wash and then rinse or soak. I'm not sure what the diameters are on this, but it's pretty big. Put that back. And then also the flooring in here in the kitchen throughout from the cockpit all the way back to the bedroom is going to be linoleum flooring. And then you have the carpet here as well. Of course, more storage, plenty for your cleaning supplies, paper towels, anything like that. You got another socket, so look, you just in the kitchen alone you have 3. Got a nice fireplace, big Samsung TV, and some more storage up here. Normally I would say that'd be good for movies, but everything is digital now, so you can get creative with that space. And then over here, I'm going to show you this lovely L couch, which I love because not only can you sit, kind of looks like you can sit 2 people right now, but once you pull it out, it just totally secludes your living space from your kitchen area. So this is definitely just a little living area for you. And I'll go ahead and convert this over to the couch really quick. Whoops. Bracket them in. There we go. And then you just put this back. And now you have so much more space for entertainment. Right here, watching football. And this also does turn into a bed as well, which is nice. So you can sleep up to 4 in this coach. Just close these up really quick. Now we'll slide on over to our heating and cooling right here. So you do have 2 ACs in here, which is nice, especially for a 40-footer. You should be good. And it's right in the middle of the coach, so you can access it either way. You don't have to walk all the way to the front or all the way to the back, which is nice. Some people love the walk-through bathroom, some people don't, but in my personal opinion, when you have a coach that's 40 foot long and you only want 1 bathroom, but then when you do have guests, it kind of sucks because they have to walk through your living area. So that's what's the biggest plus for this middle 1 bath, because your guests can access it and so can you from the bedroom without invading any privacy. This is a porcelain toilet. And then your shower does have a little seating area there, and then you have the skylight, and you could take the shower head off, which is nice too. Help you save water there. And then for the sink area, you have a big medicine cabinet, perfect for all your toiletries. And then down here, and then you also have a drawer, which is nice. Whoops. There we go. Perfect for towels, toilet paper, all that good stuff. So you don't have to be storing that in your bedroom, which you could be using for clothes. And then you also have this one right here with the towel rack. And your fan right above. I'll close it. And then you have your little toilet paper holder, and we'll go into the master bedroom. This is a queen bed, but it looks huge to me. I feel like it's a king, but the spec said it was a queen, so we'll just go with that. And then you have your washer and dryer inside your bedroom, which is nice. It's just out of the way of any living space or anything like that. And you don't have to hear it while you're entertaining. And then now we'll take a step up. We can go in the closet. Have a nice little rack, 2 levels right here, so you can kind of stagger your shoes. But as you can see, we don't have a lot of space right here for you getting out of the bed, if that's something that doesn't really suit you. I mean, it's a comfortable amount, but it's not very large. Then you have your charger right here as well, so you don't have to plug it in. And then you have just a little place right here where you can keep your phone chargers and stuff. All right. Then you have 2 windows, 1 on either side, and then 3 cabinets above the bed. And as far as vents for AC in the bedroom, because I really like to sleep very cold and more cuddle with my blankets, you have 4 outlets right here to kind of keep the ventilation going in here, which is nice. Moving on to more of the tremendous storage that you have. So you have a total of 6 smaller drawers and 2 medium-sized drawers. And then 2 identical cabinets above the TV on either side of the TV. So they're very deep, they're not misleading. Perfect. And then you have your exit window right here. Perfect. Now we'll go back in front and check out the cockpit. All right, so I'll go ahead and turn this on just a little bit. So now we're just airing up a little bit. We'll start with all these gadgets right here. So these are map lights. Okay, cool, the beeping stopped, sorry. So you have that one's for your passenger. It just gives a little light for the map if you're using that, or for reading while you're going down the road. And then I also have one as well. Here is your nightshade and your sunshade. So that will bring it down to get all that sun out, which is highly recommended to use if it's a hot day to keep it as cool as possible in here. And then you have your sunshade, an extra engine brake right here. This is for the step cover. So you can bring that out to make it more comfortable for your passenger. Perfect, it's fully out. You have a little jump start for your batteries. This is a switch for your radio. And then you have your horn and also a fan. So this fan switch turns on these fans just to kind of give it extra ventilation, especially once you get in here after your coach sitting outside for a few weeks and it's really hot. It'll just help get all the hot air out for you. This is for your wiper blades. So you add water, and then if you want them to go a little faster. And then you have your AC settings right here, hot or cold, and then the fan power. And then this is what I was telling you about that you would be able to see for your blinkers, for the blind spots, and for your backup camera. And then here are all your gauges for your oil, fuel, batteries, and all that good stuff. We do have a pedal right here to kind of readjust so you can get nice and comfortable before you start your drive. And then here is your speedometer, and then also your RPMs. The toggle right here is where you would go ahead and switch to see how many miles you have, your trip, and anything else. I can put it over. You can see the fuel, odometer, the road speed. The gen hours on here are 478. The fuel you've used, all that good stuff. Now we'll go over here. This is for your lights. And you also have your coolant gauges, some USB right here, your parking brake. This is to readjust your lights. I'm sorry, lights, your mirrors right here. And then here for your drive, neutral, and reverse. And then this is that equalizer system that we saw that was on the passenger's 5th bay, I believe. And it'll level you out once you're ready and you're at your camp spot. And then you just have a 12-volt socket right here. But yeah, well, that wraps up our 2015 Berkshire. Let me go ahead and grab my little clipboard here, handy dandy clipboard. And again, my name's Taylor. If you guys have any questions or you're interested in this specific unit, go ahead and give me a call at 970-388-7937. Bye.